What the fuck is an African booty scratcher? And how is that an insult? Like, when people say that to me, and I don't know whether they expect me to be like,
this thing got me fucked up.
Man, show them what you do. Aw, shit.
Oh, nigga.
It's back here. It's back there. There you go.
Okay. OG little pre-thug, nigga.
like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? Like, is that supposed to be extremely offensive? Like, I'm supposed to be, I'm African and I scratch my butt. Ooh. I don't, like, y'all ever seen Superman when he gets shot? How bullets just like, pew, 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 bounce off of him? That's how insult, you know, people who say racist things to me just bounces off of me. It's like, I'm not gonna get butthurt by somebody who has time to belittle someone over their ethnicity, you know? Like, lions don't argue with sheeps, you know? I never, like, go too much into that. Alright, so as you can see in the video, it's African stereotypes. Alright, let's start with the first one. Africa is not a country. It's a continent. There's a huge difference. Alright, there's about 54 countries in Africa. Let's get that straight. Second one. People woke up to me, and whenever they hear that I'm from Africa, they're like, dude, speak African right now. Say that you love me in African. I'm like,
Nigga Prince and all, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
there's no such thing as African. Yo, forget that shit. There's no such thing as African. Alright? There is multiple different languages in Africa. Alright? Each country has their own language. People think that Africa is poor. False. Africa is not. Well, it's like, it's weird. So, let's say, let me put it in a concept, right? If your dad gave you $50 every day to get school lunch, right? And every time you get to school, people steal your lunch money, right? They steal that $50. And you don't have that money to buy your lunch. Does that mean you're poor? Not really, right? Your resources for buying your lunch are taken away. It doesn't exactly mean you're poor. So that's the same exact thing with Africa. Africa has a whole lot of resources. It's just that America and these other countries take that stuff. We're talking about land, diamond, gold. If you have a phone, the things that make the batteries work comes from Africa. You know, that's all the money that Africa could be investing in itself, but it gets taken away. So no, Africa is not really poor. They just get their stuff taken away, which makes them struggle. And that's not every part in Africa that is not struggling. There's this misconception that in Africa it's just a whole struggling place. That's not true. There's a lot of rich people in Africa. There's a whole lot of beautiful places in Africa. Kings and queens. People think in Africa it's just like, my king. No, they have presidents, they have a government, they have democracy and all that. They have parties. Alright, so there's certain places in Africa where they might still have kings and queens, you know, but most places have a modern day government. People think Africa's a wild place. Like, people live with animals. Like, you walk outside, you just see a lion walking by, man. Like, you know, and then you go right there, there's like 20 monkeys everywhere. You feel me? That is not how it is. Africa is not a wild place where you just have jaguars walking around. You know, people thought this is what they think. They thought that me living in Africa meant that every morning before I go to school, I would walk outside and just call my giraffe and feed it grapes. You know, they think I would wake up and be like, Mutombe, come here, my friend. Here you go. They thought I was Brother Nature, but with like lions and jaguars. No, nigga. I wish I had like giraffes in my backyard. That actually sounds cool, by the way, but it's not how it is. So, Africa is not a wild place, you know. Another one, people think that Africa is just like it's like this huge forest where people live in huts. They don't have clothes, you know. They hunt with knives and sparrows and all that, you know. Like, this is not 300 BC, stupid. You know, it's a modern place. They have high towers, they got cars, they got everything basically you see here, you can see in Africa. No cap, no lie. Alright? Another one is, you know, we don't live in forests. Africa is not a huge forest with like lions running around and people living in huts. No, there's beautiful mansions in Africa. It's a huge misconception. Africa has a lack of technology. Not really. People have Macs, people have iPhones, they got Samsungs, whatever new modern technology you can think of. Yes, they have it. You know, their houses got cuisines or whatever it is, washing machines, whatever you can think of that's like technology Africa might not have. Yes, they have it. Africa is just a place of war where it's just like dangerous, you know. No, you know, it's not like that. There are certain places where it might be dangerous. It's just like America. Y'all are scared to go to Chicago. You're not scared to go to this. You're not scared to go to Compton. You're not scared to go to Detroit. You're not scared to go to certain places where you think it's dangerous, you know. That's the same place in Africa. Not the whole continent is not safe. I'm not saying like go anywhere you want in Africa, bro. Nobody's gonna steal from you or anything. That's a lie. Go to Brooklyn. Your ass gonna get mugged. You know. So it's the same place, same thing in Africa. Some places are dangerous, but a lot of places are really safe. Now, one day did I ever get robbed or anything like that living in Africa? That's because I was gangster. Don't motherfucker want to play with me. Oh, ooh. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just messing. But yeah, it's not as bad as people think, man. It's not like that at all. Another one is playing soccer in Africa. Yes, that part is true. Soccer is a huge sport in Africa. You know, that's why I didn't like soccer, because everybody was just playing soccer. I'm different, man. I don't like to do things everybody doing, so I started playing ball. Another thing about Africa is that they do everything the exact opposite from here. I guess I have to do a different video because it's so many things. But like, you know how in America kids in private schools wear uniform, and then public schools they don't wear a uniform. It's the exact opposite in Africa. Africa, private schools don't wear a uniform and public schools wear uniforms. I used to wear a uniform, bro, for fucking 13 years straight. I hated that shit. Anyways, here you guys drink coffee with ice. Iced coffee. If you go to Africa and serve somebody iced coffee, they gonna throw that shit all up in your face. You don't wanna do that. It gotta be hot. The tea's hot. Coffee's hot. That ice shit y'all do, that's weird. Y'all need to get checked out. Alright, it's a whole lot of opposites. You know, I'd have to do a whole different video on that. But hey, thank you for watching. If I've left out some points, let me know in the comments so I can do a video on it. And next time I might just do another video on how Africa is different from America. Alright? But hey, like, comment, and share. You know, let me know what I can do better. And I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Thank you. See you next time.